Hi, I'm PenguinManSKelly, and today I'm going to be showing you how to modify your own PlayStation 3 controller. Okay, so first thing you're going to need is your PlayStation 3 controller and your screwdriver. And what you're going to do is the four corners of the controller, and in the center of the controller there are 5 cross-headed screws. You're going to need to unscrew all of them, and then you're going to take off the back of the PlayStation controller. And when you get them all off, right, you've got to be careful when you're taking it off, otherwise you're going to snap this little flap here, where just below the start and select and the PlayStation button there's a little clasp there where the controller clips onto. So start removing from the top, very slowly, being careful, try not to snap anything, don't force it. And when you get it so far out, slide it upwards, and it should just pop off like that. There we go. And you'll be left with something that looks like that. Okay, so once you remove the back, place it to the side, keep 5 screws and keep them safe. And then what you want to do is you want to remove the battery from here, and then you'll see here there's a little clip where you need to slide it out. It might be quite hard, but it does come out. Okay, so now what you want to do is that's just fall off, but that's okay. You want to remove them from the top. These little pieces should just slide straight out. Keep them to the side, and you want to remove this reset button right here. Just remove that. Comes off. Leave that to the side as well. Now what you want to do is you want to remove this circuit board. And you'll be left with just that there. And just leave this to the side for a second. Okay, so now you should be left with this here. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to carefully lift. Okay, if you turn it over, you'll see a little pin on the back here, right in this top corner here. If you remove that pin, you should be able to get the circuit board off freely. And you'll notice that underneath the analog sticks, just behind them, you can't see it here, but you may be able to just see it there. But there's this little board which this connects to. There's a clear view there. This little bit here, this board, it's inserted inside. So what you want to do is you want to remove that. Like just pulling up slightly. There you go. It removes like that. Then what you want to do is you want to take this little black socket out of here, and you can leave this bit here, just leave that to the side. Then you should be left with this here. This is what you're going to be working on. You can just remove these analog sticks to make it easier. Just pull them off. There you go. And then that's what you should be left with. A little circuit. And you're going to be working on this now. Okay, so for a few seconds we can just put this to the side. Right, and while we're waiting for our soldering iron to heat up, you want to get your wire. Wire I'm using is a multi-core wire. which is just standard multi-core wire, I suppose. We're going to cut about 4 inches, well 2 to 4 inches. I recommend 4 inches, just to be on the safe side. So yeah, 2 4 inches, about there. And then what you want to do is you want to strip the wires. There's one end done, finally. And there's the other end. And what you can do is you want to just twist the wires together. I'm sure you could use a single core wire as well, but for this I'm using a multi-core. Just twist them. Do this for both of them. Okay, so once you've stripped your wires and you've twisted the ends, what you want to do is you want to get your LED, and you want your positive side of the LED, which is the side with the longest leg, or you can find the negative side by whichever side is flat. So you notice that one side of the LED is flat, that's the negative. But you want to bend your legs up, and you want your positive to be facing left and your negative facing that way. When you get your resistor, you just put it in as well, and that's how you're going to solder them all. Okay, so now what you want to do is you get the positive end to the side of the LED on. Should be if you've done it right. And what we're going to do is we're going to solder it onto the fourth one along in this white box. I'm going to take some sandpaper, another thing you'll need, sorry, and I'm going to start sanding top of my LED down. You can sand down so far on it, you can't sand down past them metal bits or it won't work. Okay, so here's the LED now. As you can see, it's flat now. Shade a bit off it. Hopefully that'll be the right size. You know the bit we took off earlier? This bit? Okay. See here, this little hole, that's where the LED goes through. So you're going to need to cut a little bit out the bottom here. Okay, so all I've done, it looks a bit messy from here, but it'll work, hopefully. Okay, as you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. But what I've done is I have basically put my soldering iron on there just to melt down the plastic so you can fit the legs in. It looks like that there. Okay, now all you got to do is reassemble your controller. Okay, so now finally put all the controller back together. It's tedious, but you will get there. Just make sure that little clasp on the front here, as you can see, this little clasp here. There's a little clasp underneath here at the inside. Make sure you get that in right. And if it doesn't work at first, try taking it apart and putting it back together, because it wasn't working for me. But I think I cracked it in this test. There we go. See the blue button? Watching dark. It's now illuminated.